Hi, how y'all doing? Um, Today I was sitting on the bus stop waiting for my bus to come, and this elder lady, she sat down to me and immediately started talking. She was like, this area used to be prettier, blah blah blah, and she also talked about just her life. I learned a lot from her from just talking to her for like 10 minutes, and while I was talking to her, it was just easy. And I felt like just walking after that conversation, I'm like, maybe the world isn't so bad. It was just a breath of fresh air with just that conversation. And she used to tell me how it was when she was my age. Like, she literally, I kid you not, she said she used to get paid $1.35 at this grocery store she used to live in. I'm like, $1? She's like, but that was a lot. Like, she was like, for example, if you go grocery shopping, a loaf of bread was 30 cents. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. But as I'm talking to her, I'm just like thinking, like, wow, times have truly changed. And I'm talking to this lady right now, and it actually feels nice. It's smooth, it's not forced or uncomfortable. A few minutes roll by, I'm walking to my destination. And I asked these two random girls, I'm like, is there a Target or like anywhere nearby? And she was like at first, like they ignored me. And I had to say, excuse me twice. And then they told me. And I'm like, the hell was that about? All I asked was if there was a Target. And it made me realize, like, I truly feel like, when it comes to how we interact with each other, especially like my generation, Gen Z, I feel like we kind of dropped the ball when it comes to interaction and actually making real conversations. Like I truly feel like back in the day, things were much slower and at ease. I made a video not too long ago about how convenience is slowly harming us, and this is part of that video that I didn't mention. Convenience is really harming us. In that video, I talked about how, like, you know, you look at your grandpa or grandpa, they still do things the old-fashioned way. Like my grandma, she is pushing 90, still up and kicking. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can broom, she can get up and do things. I meet elders that are way younger than her and they can't do it anymore. And I truly feel like, I think it's because of the lifestyle that we are living. A lot of the things that we want to get done, it could just be done in the snap of a hand like that. Oh, you don't feel like going grocery shopping because you're too busy or you just don't feel like it? You can get it delivered. That thing that you ordered online, it'll come to you the next day. Why do we have sense of urgency for things that are not as important? Why are we just snipping and snipping and snipping away at our attention span? And our attention span affects every aspect of our lives. And the this is one part of our lives that our attention span I'm talking about that's affected by it. When it comes to meeting people and actually getting to know people, like, why is it like we expect things to be done yesterday or today, not a few weeks ahead of time, you know? And the same thing comes with like relationships that could be romantic, kinship, or just platonic, or any other relationship. Why do we want to know the person so immediate? Why can't we take time? And I'm guilty of this when it comes to like romantic relationships. I catch myself trying to like speed things up, and I'm like, where am I going? What am I rushing for? And I truly feel like we do live in a day and age that convenience and everything has to be like that. That means everything has to be like that. Like literally everything. I truly feel like whenever I sit down and watch cars drive by, I truly feel like back in the day they weren't as fast. Like, I truly feel like stoplights used to be longer. I feel like mail mail used to take a while. I remember growing up, I had a house phone, Like a home phone, like you literally have to press the buttons. I've seen at my other family member's house, they had a dial up. Things used to take time, and it gave us patience. And with patience, you will want to grow and actually get to sit down and actually get to talk to the person next to you. I actually talk to strangers often. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. Like sometimes I'll sit on the bus, or it doesn't matter where I'm at. If I want to talk to somebody, I will. It'll be a quick conversation, or it'll be like a compliment, or it'll be something. But oftentimes, I do get people come up to me and just tell me their life story, like that lady I talked about. It's just common. I don't know. And honestly, I kind of enjoy it. I actually get to like to know people and stuff like that, and I think that's important. But I feel like, did I get sidetracked? But I also feel like this does have part of what I'm saying. But I truly feel like it's important to actually get to know people. That's how you figure people more. And it's not a coincidence that we have a lonely pandemic. We're the most connected we are ever within the world because through the internet and access of smartphones. At the same time, we're the loneliest. Why is that? We just prioritize on screens. We rely on it way too much. We expect our screens to bring us people, relationships, opportunities, and we rely and rely and rely. And we expect those expectations to become our reality, but it's nothing but just an expectation. It shouldn't be a reality. If you want to get to know more friends and you want to actually grow and meet new people, go outside and meet new people. That guy that's walking down the street, you like his shirt, go over there and tell him and try to make a conversation about it. You can't grow with communication skills if you don't communicate. Actually talk to people outside of your box. I'm not saying that's going to be a great conversation. Don't get me wrong. I'll start conversations with people and I had bad experiences. That's just how it is. That's just the world, I'm not saying go and talk to every stranger. No, I'm just saying, like, if you see somebody out and about and you have a feeling you should talk to them or just say hi, just go say hi. All of the close friends that I ever had in my lifetime, you know where I met them? I met them because I decided to say hi to them. I kid you not. Like, every time I talk to my friends or I hit up some friends that I used to have, I think about, how did I meet them? It's like, oh, I went up to them. That's literally how it is. Instead of expecting somebody to go up to you, why don't you be that person? I had that conversation with that lady and it lightened up my day so much. It literally softened my shoulders, straightened up my back, and kept my head up higher. And all we talked about was just life. And it was just 10 minutes. I actually feel like we need to do that more often. Like, life is not supposed to be feeling like this. It's not supposed to be so intense, so closed off, so like, I don't know, just so boxed. You don't have to hang out with the same people every day. You don't have to look the same. You don't have to dress the same. You don't have to act the same. This whole aesthetic, throw it away. Literally throw it away. Be authentic. Make your own aesthetic if you want to keep one. Like, talk to people. I'm just saying, I feel like when it comes to us, I think we're slowly drifting away from like actually talking to people. Like, I'm really in a public space right now and nobody's talking to people, Like, and I feel like it shouldn't be like that. Maybe this is just how it is when it comes to the US, but it really makes me sad. As somebody who's talkative, there's days that I like to be by myself, I get that. But most of the time, I just talk to strangers. I've only been outside for an hour and I talked to 3 people. Like, that's just who I am. And even when I like go places and I don't say hi to anyone or don't talk to anyone, people come up to me. You know, just talk to somebody, get to know someone. Maybe you actually get something great and something beautiful can blossom out of it. And actually look at the other person next to you and see them for who they are. See them as a human being. See them as somebody that deserves kindness and respect. You don't know what that person is going through. Treat others how you want to be treated. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, drop a pink heart emoji in the comments and comment down below. I want this to be a discussion. If you feel what I'm saying, or if something resonates with you, or you actually have an opinion, whatever, just comment down below. I will respond. I want this to be a conversation. That's the whole point, you know? But yeah, stay resilient, stay kind, stay authentic, and stay beautiful reflection. Thanks for having time with Tatiana the Optimist. I'm out.